Hi everyone. I just want to touch base here in week 5 and let you know how things are going on my end, see if anything, if I can help with anything on your end, and just generally touch base and say, hey, I didn't post a week 4 video. I was battling a nasty cold and had other stuff going on. I wasn't really feeling up to recording myself at the time. I looked pretty rough. But I'm back in the pink again, and so yeah. How about those Cubbies, huh? I think that's what brought me back. Did you guys watch that game? It was amazing. It's my team. Let's see what else is new in my world. I am now a successful canner, and I'm pretty excited about that. Um, my wife and I have had a garden for a few years now, a little garden, and this year we had just like a bumper crop of peppers and all sorts of stuff. And I've always wanted to figure out a way to preserve them, can them, but I never have. And then this year was the year that I decided to do it, and so I'm happy to report that I now successfully have canned habaneros, and here we've got jalapenos and serranos, and so they're going to be really good. I didn't put enough brine in them, I don't think, but they're going in the fridge anyway, and apparently it's all good. So that's kind of what's new in my world. Been sick. Cubbies won the series, so I'm pretty sure that the world is about to end. And but luckily, I know how to can the food that I grow for myself, so I think I'm going to be okay. And I hope all of you are as well, or at least that you're doing okay here in week 5. Some things to keep an eye on as we wrap things up. Make sure that you meet the minimum length requirement of the essay. Be sure that you have that hook in your introduction that pulls your reader into your narrative. And remember that this is a personal narrative, so you're going to want yourself front and center in whatever you're discussing. Be sure to use any appropriate APA formatting and or in-text and reference citations as needed. If you weren't born knowing it, cite it. Be sure in your conclusion that you hearken back to that thesis and don't necessarily repeat it, but just provide your reader with a sense of conclusion, a sense of finality, of closure. The intro is the part where you say, here's what I'm going to do. And then the conclusion is kind of where you say, and here's what I've done. You say, like at the beginning, you're like, this is the journey we're going to go on. And at the end, you say, hey, look, I took you on that journey. Just like I said, wasn't it great? So yeah, that. Grammar-wise, watch out for those comma splices. Watch out for watch out for passive voice. We haven't really talked about it too much, but watch out. Always make sure that the thing or the person doing the action is at the beginning of your sentence, and that your sentence then moves along appropriately afterwards. So to avoid passive voice, put your subject, the doer of the action, at as close to the beginning of the sentence as you can, and always have that verb afterwards. And that's a quick way to evade that. Um, Really, that's about it. It's been a fast 5 weeks. I can't believe it's drawing to a close already, but hopefully, I really hope that each of you feel like you've gotten something meaningful out of this course. Um, Let me know how I can assist with anything that you're doing right now. I've got a few students who are sending me drafts via email of their final paper, and that's great. Keep them coming. The more of you that do this, the better off your final essays will be. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what my job is to do. So I want to see you guys. You don't have to have just the one version of your final essay that you submit. The draft, my feedback, and the final. You can have several drafts, as many as you're willing to throw at me that I can get back to you. So please take me up on my offer of assistance. It can only benefit you. Also, I'll probably reiterate this in feedback in our assignments, but going forward, feel free to send me any drafts of other essays that you're working on in other courses for feedback if you need another set of eyes on something. One of the perks of taking a class with me is you pretty much get a proofreader for life, or at least for as long as you're an Ashford student. I'll be your personal writing center. So even if you're in another class doing something else, if you've got an essay and you want another set of eyes on it to give you some feedback and let you know how it's looking and what I think of it, I'm happy to do so. So just send it my way. Send the directions for the essay as well. That way I know the context and what I'm supposed to be judging it against. But yeah, I'm happy to keep serving you as long as you keep continuing your professional academic journey here. And I wish you guys all the best. So, this will probably be my final video for the course. It's been great working with each of you and getting to know you a little bit better, watching you definitely grow as writers, many of you, and yeah, let me know how I can help. And that's it. I'll see you on the other side.